Hello, this video is brought to you by my dog pooping. Yes. I delayed making this video because I'm a procrastinator, and then I was eating and I looked outside, saw my dog doing his business, not going into details, immediately decided that this was the time to make a video, so I just didn't have to look at that. Welcome to another video by me, Lindsay. I hope you are having a good week of some kind. You good? I'm good. Do you need anything? Are you sure? Do you need water? Like, do you need a snack? I got some, like, Triscuits and stuff. For about 10 years, the most humiliating moment of my life was in 4th grade when I farted out loud for the entire class to hear. It was the most embarrassing moment of my life for 10 years until I grew up and matured and then made another mistake. Like a really, really big one. I mean, at the time, like, looking back on it, I don't know if it's, like, that big now, but I don't know. In short, I messed up, and now I'm gonna talk about it, put it on the internet, so maybe, hopefully, maybe somebody can feel better about themselves. So, you're welcome. Most people involved in the story I don't keep in contact with, but we're still gonna change names because, reasons. And because I'm a scaredy cat. In college, I went on a double date because a friend of mine was looking for a date for her friend's double date that she was not going on. So since I'm single and lonely and sad, she asked me first. So let me reiterate, for all you folks, just so we're on the same page, I went on a double blind date. Yeah, I know. So the date itself was fun. We went to this local diner that was dimly lit, and all the decorations hadn't really changed from the 50s, but it was like in a charming way, not in a creepy way. And then we went bowling. It was a lovely time. The dates were wonderful. We're gonna call these dudes Jake and Blake. Their names rhyme. Oh, my date was named Jake. Let's call him that. And I think these dudes were roommates as well. My date was super nice. It was great. It was a lovely time. We went back to their apartments. Stop! I know what you are thinking. We did not do anything that you are probably thinking of at this moment. I need you to catch your head out of the gutter. Let me get that. This is my fishing pole. Let me get it out of the gutter. Or if you were already far down, you can flush yourselves down like Nemo did and into the ocean and then somehow swim back up and find your dad. Anyway, we went back to their apartment to play a board game. And nothing else. The night goes on, and wait, let me reiterate this first. I am an introvert, and as introverts, there is a certain time when you're hanging out with people where your energy just starts to completely drain out of your system. It's when you have reached peak fun. It's like when you need to like step away. I forgot when peak fun was, so I did not recognize that moment, and so then all of a sudden my energy just went zoom down when we started playing this game. Here's the thing. I like people. People are cool. I need them, but they're like prescriptions. I need that interaction, but I don't need them like every second of the day. And then I overdose. And that's not good. So at one point in the night, I got exhausted. I had to get out of there because I like to describe myself as the millennial version of a gremlin. This is the millennial version of a gremlin. If I am out past a certain hour, I turn into a demon of some kind that nobody needs to see and nobody has asked to see ever. Also, SNL was starting soon and I wanted to go back and watch the new episode. I know, you're gonna judge me. Whatever, we'll talk about it later. Let me just finish the story. So I excused myself from the date by saying I have a really early morning tomorrow, and we all know by now in 2017 that this is a dumb excuse. It's not an excuse of any kind, because in 2017 terms, it is an alternative fact. See what I did there? Look at me being up with the times. So as I'm saying goodbye to my date, I say, thank you for the fun night, Blake. Rewind. Remember when I said my date was named Jake? I called him by the name of his roommate, the other date, the other dude who was on this date that I was not on the date with. And in my defense, their names rhymed. I just met them, so like it was inevitable. Come on. So there was this mass confusion among the four. They kind of looked around, looking like, what do we do? Did she just do that? What do we do? How do we proceed? It turned to like some like episode of CSI where they're trying to put all the evidence together. And then Jake goes, oh, my name's Jake. And I went, oh. And then, I swear to God, ran down the steps of that apartment building, ran like I was Forrest Gump, ran straight down the street, down back to my dorm. I cannot believe what I just did. I just had to get out of there as soon as possible before like the sudden feelings of embarrassment and humiliation and worthlessness all just kind of like consumed me. Good job, me. And actually it ended up being like semi-okay in the end because this was the time period where I got a pint of Ben and Jerry's to eat every new SNL episode there was. I like that every week I'd go to the grocery store, get a pint of ice cream, and then eat that while watching a new SNL, and I would finish the entire pint. So like at least there was that waiting for me when I got home. So this is sophomore year. We are the same year in school. I had to see this guy like walking around like for the next 2 years and try to avoid eye contact. He also remained very good friends with this friend who asked me to go on this date with him. I don't know why he didn't just ask, but whatever. So we crossed paths a lot. So I learned how to avoid eye contact and look very busy at all times, which I think has really helped me in life. I think it's really benefited me and it helped me grow into the person I am today. I just avoided him like he was Temple of the Forbidden Eye and I was Indiana Jones. It was exactly like that. And let me remind you, this went on for 2 years of my life. 2! That's a lot! That's a moment I think about and I just kind of shiver, cringe, do all the things that you do when you think things like that. So this might be a fun conversation starter. Do you have an embarrassing moment that you possibly want to put in the comments down below? Do you? Actually, no, yeah, you do. I said mine, now you should say yours. I am here every Friday. You can find me on my social media down below, and you can just subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am at Lindsay K. Burton. There will be a subscribe link in the end card and then down below. And I will see you guys next Friday. Alright, bye!